Hey everyone, welcome back to Everlight, the card game tutorial and introduction. We're going to continue on to explain to you guys what the cards do. So we're going to touch on a little bit about the card abilities. We're going to take a very simple one right here. People like Bastion, they will have a single ability usually. Sometimes they have two, but this particular card has one. These are abilities that you can use passively. Some of them can be reactive, some of them are activated during certain times. But most of the time you can assume they are all passive unless written otherwise. So for example, Bastion here adds actually +1 to the person's defense. So he's very useful to have around next to you when you are defending against an attack. Other than that, we also have something called an exalt ability, which is only available in your captains or your champions. These are called exalts. They have a value next to them, which kind of represents the number of victory points. So exalt abilities actually activate when you are down on your luck, right? When your opponent is gaining victory points from knocking out your heroes, your allies, or your champions, they gain victory points, but that also equates to your exalt ability. So for example, Aqua's ability here is actually Exalt 3, and if your opponent gets 3 victory points, the exalt ability activates for Aqua. So that's a good thing. But it also is a bad thing, of course, because you're behind on points. But hopefully this particular exalt ability will even things out. And lastly, of course, we've got these knowledge cards. There are 3 types: tactics, items, and equipments. Tactics cards are generally what you will use, and they were a one-time use only most of the time. Item cards are actually semi-permanents, which you can actually keep on your characters as a knowledge action, and they're free to use, and they will be consumed, like this health potion, which will give you +1 to your HP if you use them, and they get discarded. On the other hand, the last piece of card is actually Ranger's Bow, which is an equipment. This is something more of a permanent, where you would place them onto your characters, and they would give your characters particular buffs, and they do not leave the character until your character gets knocked out. So we're going to concentrate a little bit more on the other stuff when we move on. We just wanted to make sure that you guys know about the card abilities before moving on. So thank you for watching, and until next time.